Good morning. Oi. So, as many of you guys know, I have been working for a long time on my relationship with my mother, which is good. I mean, it's really, really good. But part of how that has managed to work is for me to just shut the fuck up and let her be who she is. Because I'm not going to get her out of this cult by arguing with her. So I was listening this morning to a message that she sent me. Um, and it just reminded me so much how all what is that called? Good morning, Valerie. Um, I'm not going to be able to probably catch people's comments very well, but I'm going to be here every day. Um, and so I'm listening to her message, and it's oh God, this will be familiar to everybody. It's just that when you're removed from it, I forget how saturating being a Jehovah. Good morning. Had a really good night last night. Oh, the book study, or it's not even called book study. I'm using old terms. It was just amazing. And so today I've got 11 paragraphs that I've got to work on. Um, and then I have to get my comments, and I hope I get called on. And then, oh, I did some field service this morning, some letter writing. And then tonight I have to, it's every day. It's so all consuming. And all I kept thinking this morning is, how the fuck can I compete with that? Steve, but that's how it works, right? Like that is how it's sometimes I think that being an apostate is a very helpless role. So yeah, it's so they literally control every aspect of your life, and that is how they keep you dependent. So I found out that my older brother, because most of us aren't witnesses. I think only two of us were never baptized. And I have one brother, my oldest, who is still a witness. And I just found out he got disfellowshipped like a couple months ago. And he's so dependent upon this religion. Like it scares me because he is a depressed person as it is. He's got anxiety, blah, 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 blah. And the way that shunning works, and the reason why is because, like I was saying, it gets there. You're so saturated. Your entire life is saturated with the brothers, the sisters, the elders, morning meet, morning text, midweek study, I guess, or midweek something they're calling it. And when all of that is gone, you feel alone. And I'm using my brother as an example, like somebody who already is depressed, already has a lot of mental issues, because there was a lot of abuse in our household that was allowed by the church. And I would, um, I don't even remember the purpose of my post this morning. I'm waking up and I am talking to you from my work from home secret room, since this is where I've been essentially living since COVID. I don't know. I just got really frustrated this morning. I'm listening to her and I want to be positive and I want to continue to build our relationship, but I listen to just everything in their life is so freaking consumed with all things Jehovah's Witness. And it's very frustrating. I let her talk. Same with my brother. I didn't speak to him for months because not that we weren't speaking, but when he gets disfellowshipped, because it happens all the time. No, it does not. But it's frustrating. It's fucking frustrating. Hello, Shelly. Good morning, everyone. Um, I don't know. Are any of you guys still um it's gonna take me a while to get used to this live thing. My goal is to just do it every day for 10 minutes. Whatever comes out, puke it up now. That's my goal. Because I've had so much shit going on. Good shit. So this is what we're gonna do every single day. This is what I look like when I wake up in the morning. And when I go to bed at night. Anyhow, so I was thinking the other day, this question came up. Do Jehovah's Witnesses do practice arranged marriages? And the reason I thought about this is I was talking to my husband, I was like talking about who my best friends were and things like that to non-Jehovah's Witness, right? So when I thought about it, I was like, that gave me, let's say at the age of 13, I had like 4 options. That was it. Like, those are my 4 options. So I said, I don't know if I'd be friends with these people because otherwise, but when that's what you have, that's the pool you have to choose from. That's the pool you have to choose from. Which then made me realize that I was like, oh my God, who could I, what, ooh. If I thought my friend pool was small, the dating pool would have been even smaller. Like, I would have had 2 options. And I look back and I'm like, gross to those 2 options. In many ways, Jehovah's Witnesses do practice arranged marriages. And the reason that I say that is because you can't associate with or deal with anybody outside the church, right? And by saying deal with, you know what I'm saying. Like, I'm not going to deal with. Sorry, I've been projecting for gross. I'm covered in glue and paint and glow in the dark shit. Because you are raised in a very, very tiny, tiny community, and you are not to associate with people outside of that community, and nor do you. So you don't even know what your other options might be. And the parents do from a very small age. I'm going to try to explain this the best that I can. From a very small age, your parents are looking at who your potential spouses are going to be. Now, they don't sit around and gypsy style arrange marriages and force people to get married, but they arrange things in such a way that you're guided to be with a certain person, right? So, as an example, my brothers would have been screwed. I mean, because I had a lot of brothers and not a lot of sisters in the congregation. But that is another reason why they have assemblies, because that's how you can widen the pool, meet other people, and your parents can like hook you up with people. When I was came back from Massachusetts, sorry, I'm a horrible, horrible morning person. When I came back from Massachusetts, there was a new brother in the congregation, and I was 16. And my mom literally, I'm standing here, so the dude's here, me, my mom, literally pushes me, hi, you need to meet Joe, so-and-so. It was so awkward. And so that was my 3rd option for marriage. Yeah, and so anyways, I ran away. Problem solved. And I'm not saying I ran away to anything much better there because, well, met my future ex-husband after that. But when kids are born, so like with my brothers, like I was saying, when my brother was born, within that year, another sister in the congregation had a kid, and it was a girl, and the talk just starts like, oh, that's a good family. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then they, because that's the only people you can hang out with and play with. You're hanging out and you're playing with. Sorry. The same freaking kids, right? So when they're 3, it's like, aren't they going to be so cute together? And then the parents will start friending more. And it becomes more of a guided, natural, like, it doesn't seem like blatantly arranged. But yes, in many ways, your parents are constantly looking out for a spouse for you. And you can't, again, date outside of the pool. I knew one girl. And so, oh God, it was so bizarre. I thought she was so edgy. Um, and the elders decided that, good morning, William the Bloody. The elders decided that they could continue dating. All my connections going in and out, that's shitty because I pay a shit ton of money. Hold on, let me see if my Wi-Fi is. Oh shit. I'm only right before I did this live stream, a message. So I just hit my Wi-Fi. I forgot that it wasn't on, but the message came up before I went live that said, please note that any messages, phone calls, passwords, etc., will be recorded. And I'm like, oh, Kara, I don't have anything like that I'm worried about. And I do usually turn off the do not disturb. But just now I saw a message from my honey, and it might have been a little dirty because we're being naughty this morning. And I went down to read it, so I don't know if that showed up or not. Awkward. So awkward. All right. I dodged a bullet in so many ways. And I look at where those people are now. It's such an unfair situation for a child growing up in that, and that's all they literally know. And it seems very natural progression that you're just gonna have to marry. You have to marry what's available. And so the one girl I was telling you about, yeah, her worldly boyfriend started studying with her dad, got baptized, they got married. And that is the only way that you can kind of get away with dating outside of the pool. So yeah, she got caught having sex. I wouldn't say physically. And that was her out. And when I look back, I'm like, she didn't have really any other options because there was no brothers in the congregation that was in her age group. It's so freaking bizarre. So yeah, Jehovah's Witnesses do practice arranged marriages. And again, I look back and I'm like, Jesus, we might have had to go back to like the Adam and Eve days and practice incest because there's not a whole lot of people available there. It's so weird. It's so weird. It's so gross. It's so all-consuming. It pisses me off and it makes me sad all at the same time. And this morning, I guess I just feel frustrated and helpless that, oh God, there's so many things that you want to say to people who are Jehovah's Witnesses, so many things you want to point out. Was I in an arranged marriage. Oh, hell no. I ran away from home. Um, I would have ended, I know who I would have had to marry. Um, so, yeah, no, I saw that. No, I was not an arranged marriage because, like I said, I ran away from home. Married a worldly dude. Um, had my kids, and then got into my current marriage, my real marriage. It's a very, very worldly boy. Anyhow, no, I was not arranged. I took off, but I know who I was supposed to marry. And I know for a fact, like if I was to ask my mom, in fact, I might. It's been really hard because because I'm being so open and letting her just be who she is and just shutting the hell up and letting her talk. I'm getting so much more information, from the inside. And that's not why I keep up my relationship with her, but it does make me nervous. Like, I don't want to use our emotional relationship for fodder for JWs. Does that make sense? Yeah. Anyhow, I'm not super great at this going live thing, but it will get better, I promise. I plan on doing an uncircumcised video every day, and by that I mean all natural. It's freaking hot up here. I'm having my house painted, and so there's no circulation. All the windows are all covered, and it's freaking hot and miserable. Anyhow, I love you guys. I am really going to try to stick to this and have way more interesting content. And like the reason behind it is like I get all these ideas like everybody does, and I write them down, and like I have a growing list of, oh, I need to talk about that on my channel. Oh, I need to talk about that on my channel. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to write it down. I just hit the button and say it and puke it out and see what happens. Yeah. Good morning. That's something else. Thank you, Debs. I am 100% living my best life. I am in a place in my life that I am so incredibly happy. And I feel bad that my family members are not, most of them are never going to get to that same place. I was talking to another family member, and it's like I have two siblings who I just know are not, I can't say no, but they're just never going to be mentally and emotionally okay. Have a wonderful day, William the Bloody. Have a wonderful work day. But see, the comments distract me and I'll lose my train of thought. Which, at my age, is not that freaking hard. I feel bad that I know two of my siblings, like, I don't know that they'll ever be okay. Three and a half. That they'll never be okay. At least not at the rate they're going. And they're emotionally damaged. They're awful. They are awful. And I feel terrible that this is the way that they're going to live, in this anger and frustration for the rest of their lives. And that's what comes of being raised Jehovah's Witness. And if you don't pursue things, particularly with your mental health, it's an ugly place to be for the rest of your life. And I think that's where two of my siblings are. My one brother, who just got disfellowshipped, was very concerned because he went missing for a couple of months, and he basically just shuts down. And that's what tends to happen when people are getting shunned, right? They don't have all of that saturation that I started talking about. That is, you're literally sponged in. Jeff Puff, hey Cass, don't get distracted by this comment. Too late. Great, thanks. I hope you're happy. Yeah, hard to believe I was raised Jehovah's Witness because I'm a terrible conversationalist. I can't even like keep a train of thought. You know why? Because I don't have my comments written down. So Jehovah's Witnesses, we're not taught the free think. We have to write everything down ahead of time. Yeah. So yeah, so my brother he went missing. Thanks, Debs, getting me back on track. My brother went missing, and I basically, him and my mom are the only ones that are left as active witnesses. Oh God, she keeps using the word publisher lately. So any of you who are not aware, Jehovah's Witnesses, the members are called publishers. And ultimately it's because the organization, the Watchtower Bible and Tract Society, isn't actually a publishing company. And the publishers peddle their propaganda, their literature. So I contacted my mom. I said, listen, you don't have to give me any details, nothing. I just want to know, have you heard from, I'm trying not to say people's names, but I will. Have you heard from Aramis? And she said yes. They had touched base briefly. She really can't speak to him because he is disfellowshipped. And my mom waffles quite a bit in the way that she will, like right now, the mode she's in is, he's my son and I will talk to him no matter what, because, the Bible says love amongst above everything else. God is love, 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 love. And this is why she ends up in the back room quite a bit. And the back room, for those of you who aren't familiar, is where you go to get reprimanded. And my mom's been back there a lot. So then she will swing to the other side and she will suddenly withdraw and accept that the guidelines that the governing body, the organization, sets out is correct and that she shouldn't be associating with disfellowshipped people. And then she'll shut down for a while. And then something will click again and she will go back to her gut instinct of, no, these are my children and I will speak to who I want. And she will literally go back and forth and back and forth. So I got one of those messages last year, which I saved. One of these days I'm planning on sharing it. And I got the message of, I need to limit my association with you, Cass. I'm sorry, but that's just the way that it is. I totally just ignored it and continued asking how her day was. And like a week later, it's like she forgot she said that, and we went back to having a relationship. It's very rough. It's rough, but I'm used to it at this point. So yeah, she said no, she got my brother was okay. And I basically, with any of my siblings, no matter where they're at, and I know that my brother is lonely. And he, with our history, which I think I will eventually get into, he's really messed up. And it breaks my heart. So I will send him messages like once a month, just thinking of you, love you, I'm here, da da da. So randomly last week, I got a text from him that basically said, things are going as well as can be expected, call me. Hell yeah. And I had to pause beforehand and go, do not under any circumstances, Cass, talk about the organization, him being disfellowshipped. He's very private to begin with. It's like, I just wanted to shut up and just make that connection. I want him to know that I am a safe place, that I'm a safe person, and that I think this is important. And I know that we all have our different approaches of how we deal with witnesses. My current approach, because if you watch my video from God, I don't remember, about a year ago, we talk about the different phases that Jehovah's Witnesses are in. And if I really, really want to help people and really want to get them out, the last thing I need to do is make them defensive. So I had an amazing phone call with my brother, about 45 minutes. Did not say the J word once, neither did he. Never mentioned being disfellowship. I just basically told 1,000,001 stories and just anything I can do to get him to laugh. And so we were laughing our butts off. And like I told him, we have the same history. There are memories that he and I share that nobody else are going to have because they weren't born yet. and some of the horrible things that we experienced together, and for him to realize you, my brother, are not alone. So it was all over the place today. I don't know how Jay the comedian does it, man. He stays on topic like crazy. Anyways, I love you guys. I am going to get back to work. I feel like I'm forgetting something. I'm gonna have to figure out how to stop this because it's been a minute since I posted. I will talk to you guys later. Let me see if I can't figure this out. I'll see you tomorrow. That's the plan. Now, how to stop it. What if I think I stopped it and it's just going to record me all day? That would be really, really awkward. Have a great day, you guys. And where did... Oh, God. See? No. I hope you guys can't see those messages. I seriously do need to figure this out. I'm waiting for the comments to disappear so I can hit my little button and hope this works.